Right now, there are still 10 states that tax your Social Security benefits, but that list is shrinking faster than you might think. In just the last 4 years, we have seen a wave of new laws passed specifically to wipe out these taxes. Some states are phasing them out right now, while others have just expanded who qualifies for zero tax. If you live in one of these states, your tax bill is about to look very different. And if you are thinking about where to retire, this changes the entire map. These are not just proposals stuck in some committee. These are laws that have already passed, some kicked in this year. Others will be fully complete by 2025 or 2026. One state even eliminated Social Security taxes overnight, completely, in a single legislative session. If you're not paying attention, you could be paying taxes you don't actually owe anymore, or you might be missing a golden opportunity to relocate before these changes take full effect. Welcome to Tax Hack Pro. Today, we're counting down the 10 states that are aggressively cutting Social Security taxes to zero, from states that are expanding exemptions to those eliminating the tax entirely. By the time we get to number 1, you will see the state that made the single biggest move in the entire country. Social Security taxes gone for everyone. In just 1 year, subscribe to my channel Tax Hack Pro and share this video. Let's get into it. Number 10, Rhode Island, the Ocean State. Known for Newport's Gilded Age mansions and the revival of Providence, the smallest state in America just made a massive change for its retirees. Rhode Island used to tax Social Security for anyone earning above a modest income. Not anymore. The state has dramatically expanded its exemption, and now, the vast majority of Rhode Island retirees pay absolutely nothing on their Social Security benefits. Here is exactly what Rhode Island did. If your federal adjusted gross income is under $88,950 as a single filer, or under $111,200 if you are married filing jointly, your Social Security is now 100% exempt. And here is the best part. Those income thresholds increase with inflation every single year. The result, over 90% of Rhode Island retirees now pay zero state tax on their Social Security. The exemption expanded so far that taxation has become the exception, not the rule. Rhode Island kept pushing that exemption until most retirees pay zero. That is a powerful change. But the next state has been raising their threshold year after year, and they are not done yet. Connecticut is on a mission to exempt more retirees every single year. Number 9, Connecticut, the Constitution State. Full of New England charm and Yale's ivory towers, Connecticut has a reputation for high taxes, but when it comes to Social Security, that narrative is changing fast. Connecticut has been steadily expanding its Social Security exemption year after year, raising the income threshold until more and more retirees pay nothing, and they are still going. In 2024, if your adjusted gross income is under $75,000 single or $100,000 married, your Social Security is completely exempt in Connecticut. Above that, there is a partial exemption that phases out. But here is what really matters. Connecticut started exempting Social Security back in 2019, and they have raised the threshold multiple times since then. Every year, more retirees qualify for zero tax. The trend line is clear, and legislators are now discussing full elimination. If tax law changes like this affect your retirement, hit that subscribe button. Here at Tax Hack Pro, we track the legislation that actually puts money back in your pocket every week. Connecticut keeps raising the threshold every year, more retirees exempt each time. But the next state took a completely different approach. Utah still technically taxes Social Security, but then they give you a credit that wipes it out. The result, zero tax for most retirees through a back door. Number 8, Utah, the Beehive State, home to Red Rock Canyons, world-class skiing, and Salt Lake City's stunning mountain backdrop. Utah still technically taxes Social Security as regular income, but do not let that fool you. Utah created a retirement tax credit that effectively wipes out Social Security taxes for most retirees. They tax it with one hand and give it back with the other. Here is how Utah's system works. They tax Social Security like any other income at 4.65%. Then, they offer a retirement tax credit that cancels it out. If your income is under the phase-out threshold, $45,000 single, $75,000 married, the credit covers your entire Social Security tax liability. Net result, zero. It is complicated on paper, but the outcome is simple. Most Utah retirees pay nothing on Social Security. Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Utah. These are the expanders. These states are making Social Security tax-free for more retirees every year through expanded exemptions and creative credits. But our next 3 states are not just expanding who qualifies. They are eliminating Social Security taxes entirely, phasing them out year by year until they reach zero for everyone. No thresholds, no credits, just gone. The countdown to zero has officially begun. Number 7, Vermont. The Green Mountain State, famous for autumn foliage that draws visitors from around the world, covered bridges, and country roads. Burlington's lakeside charm is undeniable. Vermont has always been progressive, and now they are being progressive about retirement taxes. Vermont passed legislation to phase out Social Security taxes completely, not expanding exemptions, not offering credits, eliminating them entirely for everyone over a set timeline. Here is Vermont's approach. They are raising the exemption threshold each year systematically until it covers everyone. In 2023, the exemption expanded significantly. In 2024, they raised it again. By 2026 or 2027, the phase-out should be complete. Every Vermont retiree, regardless of income, will pay zero state tax on Social Security. It is not a wish list. It is a timeline that is already in motion. Vermont is phasing out Social Security taxes completely by 2027. Systematic, steady, certain. But the next state moved faster. New Mexico passed a single bill that exempted the vast majority of retirees almost overnight. Number 6, New Mexico, the land of enchantment. Santa Fe's timeless adobe architecture, White Sands surreal dunes, and Albuquerque's balloon fiesta. New Mexico made one of the most dramatic Social Security tax changes in recent years. In 2022, they passed House Bill 163, and in one legislative session, they exempted the vast majority of retirees from Social Security taxes. Not a phase-out over years, immediate relief. House Bill 163 changed everything. If your income is under $100,000 single or $150,000 married, your Social Security is now completely exempt in New Mexico. Those are generous thresholds. 90% or more of Social Security recipients now pay nothing, and the state is pushing toward full elimination regardless of income. New Mexico went from taxing Social Security to exempting almost everyone in a single legislative session. That is not incremental change. That is transformation. New Mexico exempted most retirees with one bill. Immediate impact, but the next state has been even more aggressive. Colorado already eliminated Social Security taxes for everyone 65 and older, and they are expanding to cover younger retirees right now. Number 5, Colorado, the Centennial State. Rocky Mountain highs, Denver's mile-high energy, world-class skiing, and mountain towns. Colorado took an aggressive age-based approach to eliminating Social Security taxes. If you are 65 or older, it is already done. You pay zero. And if you are younger, the exemption is expanding every year until everyone is covered. If you are 65 or older in Colorado, your Social Security has been tax-free since 2022. It is done, zero. For everyone under 65, the exemption threshold is expanding every year, covering more and more recipients until the tax essentially disappears for everyone. Colorado voters also passed Proposition 121, reducing the overall income tax rate. The state is systematically dismantling taxes on retirement income, and Social Security is leading the way. Vermont, New Mexico, and Colorado, the phase-outs. These states set timelines, pass legislation, and are eliminating Social Security taxes year by year. Vermont will be complete by 2027. New Mexico already covers 90%. Colorado has 65+ done entirely, but our next two states did not want to wait for phase-outs. They passed laws and made the change happen fast. One of them completed their elimination this year, 2024. Social Security taxes gone for everyone already. Number 4, Montana, Big Sky Country. Glacier National Park's pristine wilderness, Yellowstone's geothermal wonders, some of the most breathtaking landscapes in America. Montana has always attracted retirees seeking wide-open spaces, and now they are attracting them with wide-open tax policy. Montana dramatically expanded its Social Security exemption, and most retirees now pay absolutely nothing. Montana made its move. The state dramatically raised its exemption thresholds so high that most retirees now qualify for complete exemption. If your income falls under the new thresholds, your Social Security tax is zero. And Montana's legislature isn't stopping there. They are actively pushing for full elimination, regardless of income. Big Sky Country is becoming zero-tax country for Social Security. Montana expanded until most retirees pay nothing, and they are pushing for complete elimination. But the next state didn't wait for most. Nebraska already finished the job. Their phase-out completed this year. Zero Social Security tax for everyone. Done. Number 3, Nebraska, the Cornhusker State, fields stretching to forever, Husker football Saturdays, Omaha's quiet sophistication, Nebraska just completed something remarkable. Through LB 873, the state phased out Social Security taxes over 2 years, and in 2024, the phase-out finished. Done. Complete. If you are a Nebraska retiree, your Social Security is now 100% exempt. No income limit, no threshold, everyone qualifies. 0. Nebraska didn't just eliminate Social Security taxes, they did it fast. LB 873 set a 2-year phase-out, and it is now complete. Every Nebraska retiree pays 0 state tax on Social Security regardless of income, but Nebraska went further. LB 243 expanded property tax relief. Retirees can get up to 100% of their property taxes refunded, filed by June 30th every year. 0 Social Security tax plus property tax refunds. Nebraska transformed from a taxing state to a tax haven state in just 2 years. Nebraska completed their elimination in 2024. 0 for everyone plus property tax relief. That is a total transformation. But our final 2 states made changes that are even more dramatic. One completes the fastest phase-out in America next year. The other eliminated Social Security taxes entirely in a single year. No phase-out at all. Montana and Nebraska overnight changes. Montana expanded until most pay nothing and is pushing for complete elimination. Nebraska finished the job in 2024. 0 for everyone. But our top 2 states represent the most aggressive action in America. Number 2 completes the fastest phase-out timeline any state has ever set, done by 2025. And number 1 didn't bother with a phase-out at all. They eliminated Social Security taxes completely for everyone in one legislative session. The biggest changes saved for last. Number 2, West Virginia, the mountain state. Wild and wonderful, that is the slogan, and it is true. New River Gorge, America's newest national park. Appalachian beauty that takes your breath away. West Virginia has faced challenges like population decline and economic transition. So they made a decision, compete aggressively for new residents, especially retirees, and they set the fastest Social Security tax phase-out timeline in America. By 2025, it is done. 0 for everyone. Here is West Virginia's timeline, the fastest any state has ever set. In 2019, they passed legislation to eliminate Social Security taxes entirely. The method, 35% reduction per year. By 2020, 35% was exempt. By 2022, 65%. By 2024, 85%. And in 2025, next year, 100%, complete elimination. 0 Social Security tax for every West Virginia resident, regardless of income. No other state has moved this aggressively. But West Virginia didn't stop at eliminating Social Security taxes. They created the Ascend WV program, and they will pay you $12,000 cash over 2 years just to relocate. Free passes to state parks, free outdoor recreation. They want you. And property taxes. 0.57%, among the lowest in America. West Virginia is running a full-court press for retirees. 0 Social Security tax by 2025. Cash to relocate. Rock-bottom property taxes. They aren't just friendly to retirees. They are actively recruiting. West Virginia completes the fastest phase-out in America by 2025, and they will pay you to move there. That is aggressive. But our number 1 state did something even more dramatic. They didn't phase anything out. Missouri eliminated Social Security taxes completely for everyone in one single year. No timeline, no gradual reduction, just gone. West Virginia set the fastest elimination timeline in America and threw in $12,000 to sweeten the deal. By 2025, Social Security taxes will be completely gone. But Missouri didn't wait for 2025. They didn't need a phase-out. Missouri passed a law and eliminated Social Security taxes immediately for everyone in 2024. The single biggest, fastest change any state has made. That is why they are number 1. Number 1, Missouri, the show-me state, the gateway arch marking the start of the American West. Kansas City barbecue that rivals anywhere on earth. Cardinals Nation, Ozark beauty. Missouri just made the single most dramatic Social Security tax change in America. They didn't set a phase-out timeline. They didn't gradually expand exemptions. They passed Senate Bill 190 and eliminated Social Security taxes completely for everyone immediately. No waiting, no thresholds, no income limits. In one legislative session, Missouri went from taxing Social Security to 0. That is why they are number 1. Here is what Missouri did. Before 2024, Missouri taxed Social Security for retirees above certain income thresholds. Hundreds of thousands of Missouri retirees paid state tax on their benefits. Then came Senate Bill 190. The legislature passed it, the governor signed it, and starting with the 2024 tax year, Social Security is 100% exempt for every Missouri resident. No income limit, no phase-out period. Everyone qualifies immediately. Over 350,000 Missouri retirees just saw their tax burden drop. Missouri didn't wait for a timeline. They made the change and made it now. And Missouri already had a lot going for it. Public pensions were already exempt. Cost of living runs 15% below the national average. Property taxes are below average. You have major metros in St. Louis and Kansas City. Plus, Ozark Beauty and Lake Country. Now add zero Social Security tax, and Missouri just vaulted into the top tier of retirement states. The Show Me state showed everyone what decisive action looks like. So the top 10 revealed 10 states cutting Social Security taxes to zero. Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Utah expanded exemptions until most retirees pay nothing. Vermont, New Mexico, and Colorado are phasing out the tax entirely. Vermont by 2027. Colorado already done for 65 plus. Montana expanded dramatically and is pushing for complete elimination. Nebraska finished their phase-out this year, zero for everyone plus property tax relief. West Virginia completes the fastest phase-out in America in 2025 and will pay you to move there, and Missouri took the top spot. SB 190 eliminated Social Security taxes completely for everyone immediately in 2024. No phase-out, no thresholds, just gone. If your state just cut your taxes or you are thinking about moving to one that did, hit subscribe to Tax Hack Pro. We track the tax changes that actually affect your retirement every single week. Comment below. Is your state on this list? Did you know about these changes? Are you benefiting? And if you know a retiree who might still be paying Social Security taxes they don't owe, share this video. Missouri just eliminated their tax. Nebraska finished this year. West Virginia is done next year. These changes are happening right now. Don't let someone you care about miss the news.